Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another Patreon sponsored blind reaction. And this one comes to you courtesy of Crimson Melody, who has requested that I react to Trying to Understand the Fate series by Gigguk. So, yeah, this should be fun. If you can't tell, I'm kind of a fan of the Fate series. I have been for a while, too. I mean, since I saw the first Fate Stay Night anime, which I think was over a decade ago. I forget when I saw it, but I don't think it was quite when it came out in 2006, but it was like a year or two later. So, yeah, because I first saw it dubbed, so I don't know when it was dubbed and when I got to it, but it was over 10 years ago. And I mean, looking back on it, obviously that version was not really the best anime. There was a lot wrong with that adaptation, but it was enough to convince me that she was awesome, and I guess that was enough of a hook for me to look deeper into the series. And eventually, a few years later, I played the visual novel, which I really enjoyed. And then also we got Fate Zero, the anime, and Fate Unlimited Blade Works, and Prisma Ilia, and just all this other good stuff that I really enjoyed. And it just kept going, and eventually we got Apocrypha, which I actually reacted to on the channel. Which, I mean, that wasn't really the best Fate series overall, but it was still something, still had a lot of cool characters, and yeah, I just like the whole idea of Fate and the concept. The one thing that I kind of feel I'm missing out on is the one part of the Fate franchise which is possibly the biggest right now, which is Grand Order. Never played it. I want to, but I don't know if I have the time. I don't really know how I would do that if I wanted to make it part of the channel. But that seems to be a really, really big thing for Fate right now, and yeah, it kind of feels like I'm missing out there by not really looking at that part of it. But yeah, trying to understand the Fate series, I can understand why that would be a daunting task. I've had to actually explain how to approach Fate to a lot of people, and yeah, it's not really an easy question to answer, because I don't know if there's really a wrong way to do it exactly. I mean, there might be, but it really depends. I mean, depends on the person, really. I mean, the first anime, it's not really that good, but I mean, that was a starting point for me. It got me in. But yeah, obviously, Unlimited Blade Works and Zero are better animes. Though Zero, though it comes first chronologically, it's a lot of information right from the gate, because it was written to be a prequel. So it kind of expects you to know some of this stuff already. And if you don't, it's just kind of like this huge exposition bomb. And though Unlimited Blade Works comes second, it's a lot easier, though it also kind of expects you to have already gone through the Fate route, which the first anime covers. So it's just kind of complicated, and admittedly maybe a little hard to understand. And ultimately, probably the best starting point is the visual novel, but not everyone has time for that. And not everyone's just inclined to immediately go for this massive visual novel. But yeah, interested to see Gigguk's take on trying to understand this. He's a very, a very amusing personality. His videos are always funny to me. And this one should be especially so, because I love Fate. And I'm excited to see what he has to say about the series. So let's go ahead and get this started. Here we go. Oh. Fate fandom.
Hi, can I help you? Hi, yeah, I was interested in the Fate franchise, and I heard I could come here for more information. Oh, well, come on in, make yourself at home. Look, we're always looking for new fans to join our cause, so we're here to make things as easy as possible.
Yeah.
You can ask me any question. Okay, so where do I start? Hey, accept that question. Is there not a beginning? Do you want the long version or the short version? The short version. So in the beginning there was Fate Stay Night, which is a visual novel with 3 different routes. Fate, Unlimited Blade Works, and Heavenfield, which needs to be played out in that exact order. Now, the Fate route has been adapted once by Studio Dean in 2006 as an anime series. Unlimited Blade Works has been adapted twice, once by Studio Dean as a movie and once by Ufotable as a full series, who are also adapting Heaven's Feel, but only as a trilogy of movies, only of which one is out at the moment. I thought you were going to give me the short version. This is the short version. Otherwise, the 2016 adaptation is the beginning and serves as a good introduction to the world. Okay, so why can't I just start with that? Because it's shit. Oh, okay. Wow. In terms of mainline adaptations, only the ones by Ufotable are worth watching, but you can't start with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works because that spoils Fate Zero. What's Fate Zero? Oh, well, it's just a prequel that takes place before Fate Stay Night and serves as a good introduction to the world of Fate. Alright, so I'll just start with Fate Zero. Well, no, because Fate Zero spoils Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. In other words, Fate Stay Night
kinda does.
Fate Zero, and Fate Zero spoils Fate Stay Night. Yep, that makes no sense. That's why you should just read the visual novel. Alright, how long does that take? Around 100 hours. That's a pretty big commitment.
Yeah.
Don't have 100 hours. Read the visual novel. Can't I just read the fucking visual novel?
Wow.
Or not. I can never agree with myself anyway. Okay, well, that's everything. Right?
Yeah, not even close.
No. There's more. Do you want the long version or the short version? The short? Well, you see, you have Fate Hollow Attraxia, which is a continuation of Fate Stay Night, but only
never actually played that
novel form at the moment with no anime adaptation. Now, you also have Fate
I know a little bit
Project,
about that,
which is a reimagining of the whole Fate Stay Night events, but only
never looked
in
into
one
that either.
OVA form. So that's now Fate Apocrypha takes place in a completely alternate universe, and this includes one anime adaptation and one light novel. And of course, there's the Fate Extraverse, which is another alternate universe, and this includes
a video
three
game.
games: Fate Extra Triple C, and Fate Extella. And of course, they also has one anime adaptation in Fate Extra Last Encore. Okay. So I'm guessing
not done.
The only
Not
connection
done.
with all of these is that blonde chick with the sword. You mean Saber? Yes? Oh no, they're totally different characters.
Yeah, they are.
Well, you see, the original
completely
King
different.
Arthur, who in Fate lore is actually a woman. Now, these other Sabers aren't actually King Arthur. They're completely different characters who also happen to be women and also happen to be in the Saber class. Okay, so you're saying that this isn't the original Saber? Nope. And this? That's right. And everyone here? They're different characters and look similar. And these two Sabers are also different from each other.
Yes, completely.
You see, one's Red Saber and the other one is Saber. Get it? No. Pretty simple. And they aren't related to the original Saber at all. Only
one of
Saber
them is.
Red. You mean the Saber that's red or the one that looks like Saber? Yes. She's actually the original Saber's son, and Saber, King Arthur, is her dad. Wait a minute, you literally just said that they were all girls. You said it, but how does... Oh, it's basically the same as Arthurian legend, except this time King Arthur is given a dick by Merlin, who can then be forced upon by her wife so she can make a baby, and then out pops Mordred as your standard homunculus rape baby. There's no way that's canon. Oh, it's canon.
It is.
If you want to learn more about the lore and the servants, then the mobile game Fate Go is a good starting point. Do I dare ask if I should get into Fate Go? Depends. Do you have piles of money you wish to burn and countless hours to spiral downwards, grinding away in a never-ending cycle to satisfy your love for your Fate waifus that you'll never ever get back? No. You don't want to get into Fate Go. Of course, Ilya, which is a magical girl spin-off of the original Fate Stay Night. I don't think I need to watch that. It has lesbian lollies kissing. I think I'll need to watch that. Oh, and what? The cooking spin-off by Studio Ufotable, where basically the cast of Fate Stay Night cook food and stuff, and all of this is all part of the greater Nasu-verse, which to explain... Alright, stop! Okay? Stop. This is too much. This is a complete clusterfuck. How did this get so out of control? I literally have no idea.
Okay. I love how accurate that was. I mean, that's just everything. This is, I mean, it's perfect. I mean, this is the kind of thing that probably puts people off watching Fate, but, yeah, I mean, you heard my explanation before that of how I got into it and everything, all the steps there, but, yeah. was perfect. It was something different from Gigguk, kind of like a live skit. I'm used to like his voiceovers, but that was fun. I mean, as a Fate fan, that was pretty perfect. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I guess Fate has become rather uh, non-friendly to newcomers, but it's fun. I mean, if you're seeing this and you're not into it, give it a shot. It's not as bad as they make it out to be. Just start with. I mean, I would honestly probably personally recommend starting with 0. I know it is a lot of information thrown at you right away. Like in that first episode, there's just so much exposition. But if you can get through that and absorb at least some of it, I think you'll be on your way. I don't know. Or you could also... I know it's kind of weird, but Unlimited Blade Works is also a good place to start. I would definitely pick one of those two. And I mean, you could also... the Dean Fate, it's not that bad, really. I mean, I think it's kind of overstated a little bit how terrible it is. But that was enough to hook me. I mean, Saber, it has some good characters, some good concepts. If you like this kind of thing, then that might do its job. It is paced weird and not everything. It's an old anime, so it's not really up to the modern standard, but it's still... I don't know. And if you do have the time, then the visual novel is indeed a good place to jump on. So yeah, I do encourage people to actually check out Fate. It is rewarding and a good story, and it's just fun. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.